Hey guys, what's up? So today I'm gonna make a video on Nissan's current lineup. So, so yeah, this will be a very boring video for some, but for me it's kind of interesting. So yeah, let's just do it. First things first, though. 1 second. Okay, yeah, I'm back. So first things first, let's click on one of these links, and yeah, let's just see what all cars we have. So yeah, the first one here we have is the smallest car as well, the Nissan Micra. Oh my goodness. There we go. So the Nissan Micra, I mean, there's various ways to pronounce Nissan. I will call it Nissan right now. Don't comment. It's Nissan, okay? No need. Yeah, I'll show you where are the things with this Micra. So first things first, this is Nissan's older V-motion grill. Like their older grill, like, with the black plastic piece. Now this car is not sold in India. In fact, they do sell the Micra in India, but not this model. It's like the older model, like just very bad. But this one looks very nice, and interior also is very good. Okay, I mean Nissan interiors are currently in a sort of a renaissance. So yeah. Also, the headlights are taken from basically any other Nissan, like the Leaf. Okay, I'll call it the Leaf. Anyway, yeah, it does look pretty good. For a hatchback. In fact, doesn't even look like a hatchback, actually. It looks like a sedan from the front. And if we cover the micro badge. In fact, it kind of looks like the Versa or the Sunny, or yeah, whatever. Look at that. That's the Versa. This is the Micra. Okay, yeah, the headlights have a gap there, but yeah. And that, yeah, nothing really different. I really like Nissan, as you might expect. That's why I made this list. So that's why, yeah, I like Nissan, because they make sports cars and cool trucks. Anyway, let's move on. This is the Nissan Note. Now there are these two models that I've said are not sold in North America. The Micra is sold in India, though. This is not sold in India. And this blue color car is actually the latest generation of the Nissan Micra. So yeah, it actually looks pretty good. Nissan Micra, no, Nissan Note. Anyway, yeah, it looks really nice, and yeah, I actually quite like the front end. It looks very masculine for a hatchback, but it is quite cool looking, actually, I gotta say. I don't know anything about the rear. I just know the front looks really nice, and yeah, I think this is a really nice looking car. Almost looks like the new Qashqai. And yeah, Nissan is actually making most of their cars masculine for some reason. I don't know, it's just like, I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of crazy that they have it on a hatchback as well. And, that's a good thing, I guess. It will help their cars sell more. Sorry for that noise. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, the new Nissan logo is available on the new Note. The headlights and this running light. Headlights are basically the same as the Micra. The running lights are the interesting part, as they actually wrap around and go to the grill as well, and it looks very nice. Now you might be thinking, where's the fog lights? And it's here. But it looks very nice in my opinion. It looks like a proper. It looks like a masculine hatchback, even though it's not that masculine either. So yeah, it's a nice looking car. I think it will sell well. Anyway, let's move on to the Nissan Leaf. Oh yeah, by the way, the grill from the Nissan Note is actually the same one that you actually find on newer Nissan cars, you know, the ones sold in 2021. But let's just move on to the Leaf. Oh my goodness. This is the Nissan Leaf. So, the Nissan Leaf has this older grill actually this time. You know, same one from the Micra. And yeah, it looks very, I don't know, it looks a bit egg-like from the side. From the front, it actually looks... Huh? Okay, sorry for that noise, guys. That was my mother. Anyway, yeah, the front looks nice. It actually looks quite nice. But you know, the side is kind of egg-like. I mean, the leaf is already like an egg, the old one. And the new one, you know, it is a bit better actually. And yeah, they are trying to make their cars more masculine, and that's why you see these sort of curves and creases. You know, this is more subtle than the Note, but you know, it's still very masculine for some reason still. Oh yeah, the Micra is up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Micra is also looking pretty masculine actually for a hatchback. Very small one actually. It's kind of crazy considering that their older cars are actually, you know, their older cars are, well, you know, very bulbous and weird looking, and it's finally something that has gotten better. Sorry for that interference. Now this is the Nissan Versa. So this car looks really really nice, the new one. The old one was just bulbous. Anyway, yeah, I like the design of the new Versa, and the interior has also been updated. It's also called the Omera Sunny as well. So yeah, so yeah, it does work pretty well. So yeah. Anyway, there's so much disturbance, so that's why I have to pause and unpause a bunch of times. Anyway, yeah, again, the older grill, like on the Leaf and the Micra, as you can see, it looks very nice. Still, you know, the old grill was pretty nice. And yeah, I do like these sort of boomerang headlights on all their cars actually. And the fog lights also look really nice. And the technology is also really good for a Sunny or a Versa or a Almera, you know, a cheap car. Now, it's not the cheapest now. Okay, it's now a bit more expensive compared to the older Versa. So yeah, it is much more expensive than the older Versa. So yeah, take that on mind. Take that on mind. Man, my God. Okay, anyway. This is a Nissan Sentra / Selfie in the Chinese market. Now, one thing with the old Sentra was it looked really, really weird. Now it's not as bad looking as the old Ultima, because well, that has the worst front bumper compared to the Sentra, which which is just kind of like a patrol / Armada sort of grill, and yeah, I'll be posting all the part 3, part 2, and part 1 all in this video, on this day, so yeah, stay tuned. Or no, I have to put them in all together in one video, okay. Yeah, I don't like these headlights though, they just don't fit. And while I do like the V-Motion grill and the bumper is a bit better compared to the Ultima, but yeah, it's just not that good looking in my opinion. Proportions are decent, but yeah, that's the only thing I would say that's good about. That's the only thing other than the bumper and the grill. It is actually quite a nice looking car from every other angle. It's just the headlights. Anyway, coming back. This Sentra actually looks more handsome, more precise actually. And yeah, it does actually have the new V-Motion grill. Or is it the old one? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, yeah, it does look pretty nice. I do like this headlight design. I actually think this is actually the best looking Nissan sedan. And again, look at this masculine lines and stuff, and it just looks so good. Um, and yeah, the rear end also was just brilliant. This is a great thing to look at. I think this is even more premium looking than the Ultima and Maxima, which are like 2 tiers up. Yeah, as I was saying, very handsome looking car. Very brilliant. I also think the headlights are a bit better than the Ultimas and the Maximas, in my opinion. Yeah, I do like this car a lot. It just, it just looks more premium than the tier above, like the Ultima and Maxima. People wouldn't even know that, the Sentras, um, people wouldn't even know that it's a Sentra. People would think it's some, I don't know, Maxima or something. It's just that good looking. Anyway, I also like the taillight design on the new Selfie slash Sentra. So, yeah. And yeah, I really like the Sentra's design now. I think it's one of the most best looking Nissan sedans, as I said. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah. Actually, the Ultima looks a bit better. Actually, for me at least. The Sentra is still good looking to me. It's like my second favorite Nissan sedan. But like Ultima actually looks a bit better. Huh. I thought the Sentra looked better actually. Huh. Actually, the Ultima looks even better. Let me just show you the older Ultima for comparison. This is what I call a rubbish looking car, okay? Like, seriously. This thing looks very bad from the front. First things first, the headlights, which are straight out taken from the Sentra. Then the bumper, which just, I don't know, it looks like a patrol for some reason. You don't get me wrong, it does make it look a bit more masculine, but not in a good way. But in the new Ultima, actually, they make it masculine in a good way. First things first, that bumper has been changed because they actually extended the grill downwards, making it more prettier looking. Now you might be thinking, oh, then BMW design is attractive, right? No, okay, BMW design is not attractive, okay? That's because it's separate, two separate grills. This is just a single grill. It actually makes it look better. And yeah, I was just over exaggerating about the Nissan Central looking worse than the Ultima. I still think the Central looks better. But that might change if I might see an Ultima Blue. Oh, so yeah, the Ultima is my favorite design. Great. So yeah, the Ultima is my favorite design. Yeah, I'm not over exaggerating. Okay, I was just over exaggerating that this Sentra is my favorite looking car. Okay, it's still a very favorite looking Nissan sedan. It's still a good looking car, but I just think the Ultima looks more premium. It's just irresistible. So yeah. Anyway, I like the boomerang headlights from a lot of the Nissan products actually use this. And yeah, you got the same sort of headlight, or sort of, because there is that sort of, this sort of, I don't know what you could call it, like a crease, I guess. No, I don't think that's the correct word. No, curve. Yeah, curve. Yeah, there's that curvy part right there. But you know, other than that, it just looks so good, man. I just love the new Ultima's design. It's just so good looking, man. I really like it, and I do think that this is probably the best Nissan sedan design, or probably even the best Nissan design, actually. Come to think of it. Okay, so enough praising about the Maxima. Or Ultima, I meant, sorry. Here's the Maxima. What do I think of it? It's nice. Actually, it's actually not bad. In fact, it's probably my third favorite Nissan design, probably. After the Ultima and Sentra, probably. So it's the third good-looking sedan. Or the second worst, but it still looks pretty good, okay? One of the things that I don't like is that, okay, yeah, there's no excuse to be made. This is actually my favorite Nissan design, actually. Yeah, so, yeah, Sentra is my third favorite, unfortunately. Yeah, especially in blue, this thing looks superb. And yeah, I think the proportions match a large car like this, okay? Yeah, I think this is a very nice looking car. In fact, even better than the Ultima, can you believe it? Yeah, I know I changed my opinion a lot this video, but I actually like the Maxima's design more than the Ultima and Sentra. So, yeah. I really like the design of this car. It's just so handsome, especially in black. It just looks so good, so spot on. And yeah, I also really like the grille design. Yeah, it's a really nice looking car. And yeah, probably you might not see the intro of this video because this video is just getting so long. Or actually, I might put the intro. Anyway, yeah, this car looks really nice. I love it. Anyway, next up, Nissan Magnite. Now, this is not as good looking as the sedans because, this is basically, just a Nissan. No, it's not a Nissan Juke, okay? It's actually smaller than the Nissan Juke. It does have the newer V-Motion grille, starting from the Juke. And as you can see, the tail lamp, or headlamp design, not tail lamp, oh my god. It's actually divided into two. There's the running lights, as you can see at the bottom, and at the top, you got the main headlight assembly. And the grille also looks really nice, in my opinion. The front end overall looks really nice on this car. The rest of the car, yeah, I guess it would have been a bit better proportion on the side, but I'll also like the rear end of the car as well. So yeah, I actually think this is a nice looking car, even though it just looks like a higher hatchback, which it is sort of. Anyway, this is the Nissan Juke. So this is the first car started the trend of Nissan's new V-Motion grille. And as you can see, this has a very similar design to the Hyundai Kona, which it is competing with, by the way. And it's not sold in the U.S. because, well, they already have the kicks. So, yeah. As you can see, that's the DRL design up top, and at the bottom, you got basically this, and at the bottom, you got the main headlights. So basically, this car is basically, sold in markets where the kicks isn't sold. So yeah, it actually looks pretty nice, I actually gotta say. Even though the rear 3/4 kind of remind me of the Nissan Micra, I like a lifted Nissan version of the Nissan Micra. And yeah, I think it looks really nice. So yeah, I actually really like the design. Anyway, Nissan Ariya. Okay, so I really like the look of this car as well. Actually looks like a Note SUV that's electric. Yeah, I really like the design as well. Even though it's kind of mixed, I know, but you know, I actually quite like it. As you see again, like on the Note, there's the main headlights on the top, and the running lights actually go into the grill. Also, the Nissan logo glows, which is quite nice, actually quite fancy. Anyway, oh my goodness, I actually pushed the share button accidentally. Anyway, this is an electric car, and it, you know, it's competing with stuff like the Ford Mustang Mach-E, Tesla Model Y as well. And yeah, a bunch of other electric SUVs. So yeah, I really like the design. The rear three quarters kind of remind me of, you know, the Ford Mustang Mach-E for some reason. So, but you know, it looks pretty good still. So yeah, I really like that. Also aerodynamic stuff, like these wheels, of course. So yeah, I really like the design, even though it's quite mixed. Anyway, let's move on to the second category, Part 2. So Part 2, we have stuff like the Nissan Kicks. Oh my goodness. So the Nissan Kicks, as you can see, has this, again, sort of the new Nissan design, with the grille, started from the Juke, as I said. And again, there's that sort of, you know, this is not the running lights. It's just a metal piece for the V-Motion grille, but you know, it still looks quite cool. Also, yeah, all the new Nissan models have that, so yeah, that's worth mentioning. Again, this looks more masculine. Actually, the rear actually looks less masculine somehow. I think that's because it's electric, probably. So yeah. I mean, the Leaf isn't that muscular, actually, so that's why, I guess. I think they wanted to make it some outer space sort of thing. Anyway, oh my god, I haven't finished with the Kicks. The front end looks different from the old Kicks, but the rest of the car remains the same as the old car. The only difference at the rear end only other difference being that the rear end has a, you know, light bar. Other than that, yeah, it's just the same car. But you know, I do like the Kicks. And, you know, they actually made it look cool this time. So anyway, let's move on, shall we? So this is the Nissan Qashqai, or the Rogue Sport. So this is actually smaller than the Rogue, or Extra. And I do like the Rogue Sport's design. Again, it has the, you know, I mean, it doesn't have the Juke sort of design, but it does look very masculine, as seen from the beginning. Actually, the rear end, the lower bumper on all Nissans are actually the same. Even the Kicks has that. Yeah. This one actually is more reminiscent to the Note. As of the looks, I really love it, man. I just really love it. I love the angles used in the car. And yeah, the lines overall, like, just look at them. And yeah, I also love the rear especially love the rear three quarters, man. Especially those tail lamps. They just look so much better than the older Rogue Sport / Qashqai. I guess I'll call it Qashqai. So yeah, I just love the car's design. Tech wise, you know, it's the same as the Rogue. So yeah, not really that different. So yeah. And yeah, I'm saying it the current Canadian way because the Rogue is called the Rogue in Canada, and the Rogue Sport is called Qashqai. So yeah, so I might get to Canada probably. Anyway, this is the Nissan Rogue / Extra. So the Extra was just announced, but the Rogue was announced 4 months earlier. in the US. So, and in terms of design, I actually like it, even though it's not as good as the Qashqai. I actually think the Qashqai is the best looking Nissan SUV. Even though it's not the best looking Nissan. I might go to the Maxima. But again, this is a really nice looking car. Now, the difference with this and the Rogue Sport is, of course, a Rogue has more of a slab rear end. So it does kind of ruin the aesthetic, but it still looks pretty nice, actually. And the headlights also look good. Front end also, even though controversial, looks pretty good. I really like, and also again the angles. Being a new Nissan, looks really, really spot on. Really good. Yeah, I really like the design of the car as well. Again, the bumper kind of reminds me of the Note, which you will see on most Nissan SUVs actually from here on. Anyway, and yeah, the technology-wise is also really nice. Now, this is the Murano. This is the only SUV from Nissan that has the older grille, because they haven't refreshed it really. Although I'm hearing that they might refresh it in, the next year. And good heavens, it needs it. Okay, that's because, well, because this car is kind of outdated now. Just like the Maxima as well, which also needs a facelift. But in terms of design, it actually does not look that bad. Even though it's not my favorite Nissan design, that probably might go to the Maxima, probably, I think. But it's a nice looking SUV, decent looking, and not the best. Anyway, the Pathfinder. This is the most exciting one. So the Pathfinder, I think, recently got released, last month. I'm pretty sure in March. And actually doesn't look that bad. At first I wasn't a big fan of the bumper. Because it wasn't red. I think that's just because it's in red. I mean, and any other color it looks handsome, like blue, for example. And the bumper for me was a bit meh for me. But you can choose different bumpers according to different trim levels. And yeah, it does come with, most of the Nissan cars actually come with ProPilot Assist, actually. So that's worth mentioning. Anyway, I really like the V-Motion grill in the middle. Even though it's not my favorite V-Motion grill, I should probably go for the Maxima again. I like the turn signals. The headlights look really nice as well. It looks like a grown-up Qashqai. And yeah, I really like the rear end as well. The front, it looks pretty good to me still, but, it's just the bumper is a bit too, not too great. I actually think this actually looks similar to the Note, which doesn't fit this car. Anyway, but it does look masculine and nice, like all Nissans, actually. Nissan SUVs that have in 2021, besides the Murano. Anyway, the Xterra. Now, the Xterra is not available in the US, the new one. This is the new Xterra. And again, just like, now this is, smaller than Pathfinder. I'm pretty sure it's the same size. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, yeah, it looks really nice in my opinion, with the front grille. Again, masculine, new Nissan. Yeah, that totally fits the character. And the bumper is not shared with the Note, thankfully. So that's a nice thing. Anyway, I also like the chrome on the rear view mirror, or the side view mirror. And But the only thing is I don't like these fake roof rails. Just kind of doesn't fit for me. Anyway. We have the Nissan Patrol. Yeah, this is the best looking. No, not the best looking Nissan SUV, but it's still pretty nice looking. It actually looks, if the Pathfinder looked like a grown-up Qashqai, this is actually looks like a grown-up Pathfinder. And yeah, I really like it. I really, it's much better than the older Patrol / Armada. Actually, because it's in the US and Canada, it's actually called the Armada. Anyway, I really think this design looks really nice, especially the taillights. It's just brilliant. Yeah, I really like the taillights of new Nissans. And the grille also, spot on, nice looking, great. And yeah, the fog lights are not shared with the Note, which is a nice thing as well. Overall, I really like the design of this car. Very much more masculine than the older Patrol, which was very curvy. Anyway, let's move on. Nissan Navara, which is actually sold as the Frontier in the U.S. Well, actually, the Frontier has a bit more different styling than this, and that's why I put them separately. Anyway, the Nissan Navara actually looks similar to the older. This is because this is just a facelift to the Navara before this. There was actually a Navara before this, believe it or not. And yeah, I really like the older Navara's looks, and this is actually making it a bit more better than the older Navara. Yeah, I really like the headlights. And the tow hooks, it actually looks very much off-road ready. And also the doors are really cool looking as well. It's overall just a nice looking car, and the technology is also good. Like all new Nissans, even the Patrol has good technology. Actually, the best technology out of any Nissan. Anyway, the Frontier. Okay, the Frontier is actually more squared off compared to the Navara. That's because, again, the Navara was just a facelift for this year, but the Frontier was a fully fledged new generation. I think third or fourth generation Frontier, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I really like the design. Again, very, very spot on, very masculine. Actually, more masculine than the Navara. Again, very off-road looking. I actually prefer this to the Navara's design. That's just because it's a bit more masculine looking. Yeah, in terms of tech also, it's pretty good as well, apparently, according to Nissan. Yeah, anyway, now the Titan is actually really cool looking for this year, so the facelifted version actually makes it miles better than the normal Titan, which already looked pretty good, but the blacked out grille, compared to the chrome grille, is just a breath of fresh air. And yeah, in terms of tech though, it's actually a little bit lacking compared to its competitors like the Chevy Silverado and stuff. But it's apparently still a good truck, but not as good as competition. So would I recommend it? Nah, okay. Anyway, let's move on to part 3, the last part, which also includes the Nismo cars as well, because they have some styling upgrades. The GTR. Now, I like the GTR's design, but it, you can't deny it is starting to get a bit outdated, actually. So, but I still love the car's design. Okay, look at this. Look at those lights. This just looks performance ready, man. Just look at that grille. That's really nice. And yeah, I do like the side. The side kind of reminds me of the Dodge Challenger, which is very nice as well. But you know, and I also like the side duct as well, even though it's fake. But you know, this thing is crazy, man. Still, even if tech isn't the greatest thing, but you know, who cares about tech in such a car? I guess that's why Nissan isn't refreshing it yet. Because tech is not what matters. But then, why did Nissan create a 400Z? Anyway, the masculine, either way, it looks like a muscle car. Still, okay, it still looks very masculine. Anyway, the 400Z, the last car after a long round of Nissans. I actually really like the design of the car. I'm not so keen on the shape of the grille, but it's actually not too bad. I actually like the grille itself. You do get used to the design of the grille after a little while, like I have. Yeah, I really like the grille design, and yeah, these sort of rectangular things inside the grille look pretty cool. I like the masculinity of this thing. And yeah, this is probably my favorite looking Nissan, actually. Even more than the Maxima, actually, believe it or not. So yeah, I really like the car, really masculine. And yeah, the rear end also looks pretty good, even though I don't have a rear end view. So yeah, anyway, now this car is not out yet, the 400Z Nismo, but Nissan might plan this. And you know what? I don't mind it. Okay, it's like subtle styling upgrades, and yeah, it just looks nice. I mean, not revolutionary, but nice. It's not as revolutionary as the normal 400Z. Anyway, this is the GTR Nismo, and yeah, you know what? This actually looks a bit better than the normal GTR, and it has more horsepower as well. Even though it does have a bit of fakery, it's actually not bad. And it's actually, that's why this car is called the Godzilla. The normal GTR is also called the Godzilla, but this is just extra Godzilla. Anyway, last car, the Nissan Patrol Nismo. This car is cool looking, man. It has just a lot of presence, and yeah, I just really like the look of this car. Yeah, I actually really think this is the best looking Nissan SUV, even more than the Patrol. And yeah, it's also the most expensive Nissan as well, because of the Nismo package. And yeah, I really like the car. Overall, 400 horsepower. It's crazy. In an SUV. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.